Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Max and Mia podcast, where we talk about ideas that help you grow, think deeper, and live better. I'm Max.
And I'm Mia. And today, we're diving into something that seriously changed our lives once we started taking it seriously: training your mind.
You've probably heard phrases like mind over matter or you are your thoughts, right? They sound super cliche until you hit that wall. You know, that moment where you want to succeed, maybe you even have a big dream, but your brain just won't cooperate.
Yes, like you sit down to study, to work on that project, to write that business plan, and suddenly you're cleaning your room, watching TikToks, or thinking about a random conversation you had 2 years ago.
Totally. And let's be honest, we've all been there. You feel guilty because deep down you know you're capable of so much more, but it feels like your own mind is working against you.
That's where today's topic comes in. This episode is called Train Your Mind, Change Your Life. Because once you learn to guide your thoughts and build mental discipline, everything changes. Your focus, your motivation, your confidence, they all level up.
We'll talk about what mental discipline really means and how you don't need to be some Zen monk or productivity robot to have it. It's about simple habits and consistency, not perfection.
And speaking of monks, we'll be sharing a story later that totally blew my mind. It's about a boy who had all the potential in the world, but his biggest enemy was his own brain. Trust me, it's super relatable. And there's a twist involving a monk that teaches him a game-changing lesson.
We'll also give you 4 powerful rules to train your mind. These are things we've tried ourselves. They're simple, they work, and you can start using them today.
But before we dive into all that, we want to ask you something. Be honest. Have you ever procrastinated on something that actually mattered to you? Have you ever felt stuck, not because you didn't care, but because your focus was all over the place?
If you said yes, this episode is for you. If you're ready to stop letting your mind control you and start taking the wheel back, stick around. You're going to walk away with tools, inspiration, and hopefully a brand new perspective.
All right, let's jump in. First up, a story about a boy named, let's call him Jay. A dreamer, like most of us. But he had one big problem.
The story of Jay.
Let's talk about Jay. He was a smart boy. He had big dreams. He wanted to be a doctor. He wanted to help people, make his family proud, and have a good life. But Jay had one big problem. His mind was not under control. Every time he sat down to study, something happened. His phone buzzed. A message, a video, a random thought. He told himself, "I'll study later. I have time." But later never came. His parents and teachers told him, "You need to focus. You need to work hard." But Jay didn't listen. He thought, "I'm smart. That's enough." Then one day, his school gave a scholarship exam. Jay was excited. He dreamed of winning. He wanted to prove himself, but he failed. His friends passed. His teachers were sad. Jay felt terrible, not because he wasn't smart, but because he knew he had wasted time. That night, Jay sat alone. He thought, "Why do I always get distracted? Why can't I focus?" He knew something had to change. So he decided to visit someone special, a wise monk who lived near his town. People said the monk used to be just like Jay, but he learned to control his mind. Jay went to the monastery. He found the monk sitting under a tree, very calm, very peaceful. Jay said, "Master, I want to focus, but my mind is always moving. Please help me." The monk smiled. "Ah," he said, "the restless mind. That is the hardest thing to control, but it is possible." Then the monk told him a story about a young man named Via who wanted to be the best archer in the kingdom. Via had strong arms, good eyes, but his mind, always distracted. One day, he asked a great teacher, "Help me become the best." The teacher gave Via a bow and arrow. He pointed to a leaf on the river. "Hit that," he said. Via tried, but he missed. "What did you see?" the teacher asked. "I saw the river, the trees, the sky, and the leaf," Via answered. The teacher shook his head. "That is the problem. You see too much. A real archer sees only the target." So Via trained, every day, Slowly, he learned to see only the leaf. No river, no sky, only the target. And one day, he hit it. Perfect shot. Because now his mind was focused. The monk looked at Jay and said, "Your mind is like Via's. It sees everything. But if you train it, it will see only what matters." Jay listened carefully. He wanted to learn more. "How do I train my mind?" he asked. And that's when the monk gave him 4 simple rules. Rules we'll share with you in just a moment. So, the monk looked at Jay and said, "If you want to control your mind, follow these 4 simple rules."
Rule number 1, control your thoughts. Every time your mind goes away, bring it back. When you study, think only about study. When you read, focus only on reading. Just like the archer, see only the target.
And if you ask, "But what if my mind goes to other things?" Well, that's normal. Just bring it back, again and again. That's how you train it.
Rule number 2, create a routine. Wake up at the same time. Study at the same time. Eat and sleep at the same time. The mind feels strong when it has structure.
And make a schedule. Morning is study time. Evening is reading time. Little by little, your brain gets used to it.
Rule number 3, remove distractions. Look at what breaks your focus. Is it your phone? Social media? TV? Turn them off when you are working.
Jay deleted apps that wasted his time. He kept his phone far away while studying. And guess what? He started to feel free.
Rule number 4, be consistent. Training the mind is not magic. It takes time. But if you do it every day, your mind will listen to you.
And look, at first, it was hard for Jay. Some days he wanted to quit, but he remembered the monk's words. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes.
And slowly things started to change. Jay could focus better. He finished his work faster, and he felt proud because now he was in control.
And you know what? These rules are not just for Jay.
They are for you too. If you want to change your life, start by training your mind.
Okay, so now it's time for one of our favorite parts of the podcast.
Yes, the practical tips. Real advice that you can start using today to train your mind and build discipline.
Let's be honest. We all get distracted. Phones, social media, videos, even just thinking about snacks, right? So, what can help us focus better? Let's talk about a few tools and techniques.
Number 1, FocusMate. This app is like having a virtual study buddy. You join a video call with someone else, and both of you work quietly. Just knowing someone is watching helps you stay focused.
It's amazing how we work better when someone is there, even a stranger online.
Number 2, Forest. This one is fun. You plant a virtual tree and it grows while you work. But if you use your phone, the tree dies. So if you want a little motivation and maybe a forest full of trees, try Forest.
Now let's talk about some simple techniques. These don't need apps, just a little time and effort.
First up, Pomodoro technique. It's easy. You work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. That's 1 Pomodoro. After 4 of them, take a longer break, maybe 15 or 30 minutes.
I love this one. It keeps my brain fresh, and those breaks feel like little rewards.
Next, journaling. Every morning or night, write down your thoughts. What did you do today? What are your goals for tomorrow? This helps your brain stay clear and focused.
And finally, guided meditation. There are free videos and apps, like Headspace or Insight Timer. Even 5 minutes of breathing and silence can help your mind calm down and focus better.
So, here are 5 small things you can try this week. Number 1, use FocusMate for study sessions. Number 2, try the Forest app or a similar one to help with phone control. 3, work with the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes on, 5 off. Number 4, write in a journal each night, just 3 to 5 lines. And number 5, do 5 minutes of guided meditation before bed.
Remember, it's okay to start small. Just choose one thing and stay with it.
And now, our motivational quote for today. It's one of my favorites.
You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems.
So true. Big dreams are great, but daily systems and small habits, that's where real success begins.
Exactly. Start building your system today, and your future self will thank you.
Coming up next, we'll share how to stay motivated, even on days when you feel lazy or stuck.
Stick with us. Your mind is your greatest tool. Let's train it together. So, we've talked about discipline, focus, and some awesome tips. But here's the reality. Staying consistent can be hard.
Absolutely. We all have those days when we just don't feel like doing anything. When your mind is tired or distracted. So, how do we keep going?
Good question. First, you need to accept that some days will be harder than others. And that's okay. It's normal. Even the most disciplined people struggle sometimes.
Exactly. So let's talk about how to overcome those obstacles, especially when you feel like giving up.
Number 1, make it a habit, not a choice. The first thing is to make your new habits automatic. At first, you'll need willpower, but the more you do something, the easier it gets. Think of brushing your teeth. You don't think about it, right? You just do it. That's how you want your new habits to feel. You don't have to decide to work on your goals every day. It just becomes part of your routine.
Number 2, break your goals into small steps. If you're facing a big goal, break it into small pieces. Instead of, I will study for 4 hours today, say, I will study for 30 minutes, and then take a 5-minute break. Small steps make it easier to start, and they add up. Absolutely. You know what they say? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Take that first step, even if it's small. It's better than doing nothing.
Number 3, accountability partners. Another great way to stay consistent is having someone to keep you accountable. Tell a friend, family member, or even a colleague about your goals. They can remind you and cheer you on. It's like having a teammate. You both motivate each other. It makes it harder to give up when someone else is expecting you to follow through.
Number 4, celebrate your wins. Finally, don't forget to celebrate your progress. Even the small victories matter. Did you study for 30 minutes today? High five. Did you complete your workout or meditate? That's a win too. Celebrating helps you stay motivated. It makes the process fun. When you notice small successes, you'll feel more confident and excited to keep going.
So, when obstacles appear, and they will, remember, make your new habits automatic. Break big goals into small steps. Find accountability partners, and celebrate your progress.
And remember, consistency is key. Keep going. Every small effort is a step towards your big dream.
We've covered a lot today, Mia. But before we finish, let's leave our listeners with some final motivation.
Yes, let's wrap it up. You've got the tools, the habits, and the mindset to start training your mind. But the most important thing is to believe in yourself.
Exactly. Your mind is powerful, but it's also something you can train and control. Don't let distractions or doubts stop you.
Every small habit you build, every time you stay focused, you're becoming stronger. It's not about being perfect. It's about improving a little each day.
Remember the quote we mentioned earlier. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. This means that if you have a strong system, daily habits, routines, and focus, your goals will become easier to reach.
It's like building a house. Each brick might seem small, but when you put them together, you create something strong and beautiful.
One final thought. Your mindset is everything. If you think you can, you will. If you think you can't, you won't.
So choose to believe in yourself. Your dreams are possible, and you have the power to make them real. It's not always easy, but nothing worth having comes without hard work.
And as we always say here on the Max and Mia podcast, it's not about waiting for the right moment. It's about creating the right moment. Start today, even if it's just one small step.
That's right. Keep training your mind, stay disciplined, and watch your life change.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you found this episode helpful and inspiring. If you liked it, share it with someone who could use some motivation.
And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. Until next time, stay focused, stay disciplined, and make your dreams happen. Bye-bye.